Leaders in Poland and Hungary suggesting a deal's at hand whereby they'll lift their veto threats on a historic COVID stimulus package. Member states depending on the first ever borrowing plan by the EU to pay for recovery plans. But Budapest and Warsaw won't have it if the EU insists on relief funds conditional on respect for rule of law. The stimulus plan has been billed as the crowning achievement of Germany's rotating presidency of the EU, which ends on December the 31st. Dave Keating, we're hearing noises that there's a compromise. What is it, though?
Yeah, as you mentioned, Germany is holding that rotating EU presidency, and apparently they've devised a possible compromise that may be agreeable to Hungary and Poland to get them to drop their veto. It essentially is just spelling out what that rule of law mechanism would be, what exactly would trigger it, and that would go along with the text. We still don't have confirmation that this compromise is acceptable to Hungary and Poland. That is what's being reported, and we especially don't know if it would be acceptable to the other side, those EU countries that believe the most strongly in this rule of law mechanism, notably the Netherlands. We haven't heard from those countries this afternoon. We're waiting to hear from them to see if they could accept this compromise. We'll probably find that out tonight. But certainly at tomorrow's summit, we're much more likely to get a breakthrough on that budget impasse with Hungary and Poland than we are to get a breakthrough on the Brexit impasse with the UK.
And it sounds a bit technical, but just again to remind our viewers, for the future of Europe, this is arguably as important as Brexit.
Yeah, I mean, this is the long-term budget, 2021 to 2027. If they don't agree something, not only will there be no budget in place as of January 1st, but also that COVID recovery fund that you mentioned, this momentous step in collectivizing EU debt, 750 billion euros, huge amount meant to go out to help the economy struggling after the COVID lockdowns. That's all being held up because of this dispute. And actually tomorrow, if this compromise isn't agreeable to both sides, they are going to go ahead and remove that COVID recovery fund from the budget. They're going to take it out and they're going to approve it with just 25 of the 27 EU member states under a mechanism called enhanced cooperation. That would mean that Hungary and Poland would get none of that recovery fund. So they are in a difficult position here. They know that if they keep burying in their heels here on this veto, they stand the chance to lose billions in recovery funding that's badly needed in the next months.
Dave Keating in Brussels, many thanks for that live update.